Hello there, once again, it's Anton from Antonio Bay. Thank you for stopping by the collection room. Today I'm taking a look at some comics and we're back to Alpha Flights. It's been a few weeks, I think, since I've actually looked at some Alpha Flight comics. 81 through 84, we're getting our way through the series. Quest for North Star. By the time Alpha Flight finds him, it'll be too late. And our resident jerk of the team is looking very, very scruffy. Not a normal look for North Star. Let's see. Writer James Hudnall. John Calamy is our penciler. Inker Mike Manley. Janice Chang is the letterer. Chief Tom DeFalco. Editor-in-chief. So we're still in the kind of bland art phase of the book. The cover would have you believe that we're in a more advanced, because this is a burn cover. I thought it looked a little too good to be regular stuff. And you get to the inside and it is that hastily drawn style that we've been seeing from the series for about the last, I don't know, 10, 15 issues maybe. It's not bad. It's serviceable. It's just nothing to write home about, and it looks like they kind of knocked it out pretty quickly. I would have to say I love Heather Hudson. Is one of my favorite characters of Alpha Flight, period. But in the later series, I do get this. I do just kind of love the Purple Girl. Like, she's just an interesting character. She finally gets herself an interesting outfit, and easily one of the most interesting members of the team. As far as her powers go, her problems, her look, and everything. One of the more bland characters, I would have to say, is Diamond Lil, but I think that is what makes me like her so much too. She's like not a great person. She's in jail right now. Of course, so's Heather. But yeah, Diamond Lil, she's Madison Jeffries. I think it's his ex-wife. I don't know. She just has this permanent, like, I picture a raspy voice, and she would smell like cigarettes and probably know a good place to get, like, some lottery tickets after work. I don't know. She just has this, like, kind of a white trash feel to her. But she's tough and fun, and I don't know. Something about the character I do enjoy. Not as cool as Purple Girl, but just one of those, like, you know, you're the hard-edged soccer mom from across the street, and I appreciate that you're a superhero now. So this is another. Is this a burn cover? Look for the name. There it is. Yeah. So maybe they just thought, well, the book ain't selling well. Maybe if we like guilt trip John Byrne, he'll do some covers for us, and we won't even let him work on the inside. Looks like we got the same cast going on here. This is 1990. But maybe that'll help the book sell, and it probably did. Having John Byrne on the covers probably did quite a bit for the book. So the one thing, and I've noticed with comics in general, that has been coming up with me lately is this kind of desire to not have them bagged and boarded, and just have them like out where I can grab them and read them. And like, that's how I would have collected them originally. And I would say that no series has made me feel more like doing that than all my Alpha Flights. So this is the third time I've had Alpha Flight comics. I've had the whole set, and every time I've ended up selling them, and I regret it, and so I buy them back, or I get them back. And some of these I bought, and some of them my dear friend Scott gave me a massive chunk of Alpha Flights to kind of get me back into them. But every time they have this like perfect 80s, 90s cheap comic Marvel feel to them that makes me want to just leave them bare so I could just grab it and read it whenever I want. You know what I mean? So many comics you're like, oh, I need to take care of it and I need to roll it pristinely and all that stuff. It's going to be worth something. No, it's not. It's not. Alpha Flight is not ever going to be worth anything, really, other than the great purpose of reading it, flipping through it, enjoying the cover. And as far as the way they're made and just the era they're from, no comic makes me want to just leave them bare like Alpha Flights do. I hate to put them in a bag. And so like I most of them aren't bagged currently. And so when it comes to like, okay, I have some that are in a bag. When I open them up to do a review, they don't go back in the bag. I can't bring myself to do it. It part of it's pushback on like slabs, which I'm not a fan of slabs or the concept of slabbing stuff. I don't think you should do it. This is some cool art. This is way different. That is freaky. Who is this? I gotta know real quick before I get on my rant. James Sherman, artist. Nice work, man. Nice work, James Sherman. I dig whatever you're doing here. Like, that's cool stuff. So, like I was saying, I just have this desire to just leave my Alpha Flights just out. I don't want them back in the bags and boards. And I'd say that tends to spread to other comics and has. But I'd say it mostly started with Alpha Flight. Because I think Alpha Flight's one of those comics that where I've owned it and as many times as I have, it just seems ridiculous to think of it as a high value collectible. And, you know, I don't want to sell them again. So, I don't know, there's just this big temptation to just leave them bare, leave them in a box, leave them on the shelf, and just read them and treat them like comics were intended to be, which is something you can grab for quick read and entertainment, something to appreciate and flip through, not something to be fetishized and locked away in a plastic case or anything like that. Maybe some of that has its place with some extremely rare golden age book that, you know, we want to preserve for humankind, but seriously, Alpha Flight ain't any of that. It's just it's pulp. It's literally Pulp Fiction magazine for entertainment value. Don't make anything it's not. And you will appreciate it more if you just leave it loose and sitting on your dresser and grab it and read it. That's what I have been doing. It is a joy. It is liberating to just have a comic that I don't have to unwrap, pull the tape, slide out of its plastic sleeve every damn time I want to flip through it, and I can just flip through it for what it is. That is a really cool picture of Heather for some reason. Huh. Anyway, looks like we got Gamma Flight showing up, which means our pal Diamond Lil. Oh, what is it? I'm trying to remember. Nemesis, I think, is the caped lady. Wild Child Kyle is there. I can't remember everybody's name. Yeah. We got baddies showing up all over the place. I think they were building up in the last time we did a video on Alpha Flight. And speaking of leaving these out of the bag and just leaving them where you can read them, there is something about this era of Marvel that has a feel to it. It's not news. It's still newsprint, so the pages are just newsprint, but you have a little bit of gloss on the cover, but not too much. It is the most fun to handle comic like ever. Anyway, just some thoughts there on comic collecting, period, and then this particular era of Marvel, which I love so much. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. That's my story. I will catch you guys later. Bye.